I mean, have I like cursed myself by saying I'm not gonna have more part twos? Like, what the hell just happened there? All right, we're gonna try to finish this up in an orderly manner. You know, Ryder is like gives him a revolver. He's like, shoot me into this. Help the police out. Help them out. Jim is unable to do so. He's like, I cannot kill you. Like, I can't kill someone. Ryder, disappointed, releases the clutch, killing Nash. So Jim couldn't kill someone to save another person's life. Like, he just didn't have it in him, and as punishment, he loses Nash. Who they didn't show the scene, but I'm assuming she got ripped apart. Ryder is taken into custody. Like, at that moment, once he does the crime, he stops and he like surrenders to the police, I'm assuming. Estridge gives Jim a ride, but Jim, believing the police cannot hold Ryder, takes Estridge's revolver and vehicle to chase down Ryder's prison bus. He's like, look, I know you guys aren't going to be able to stop this guy. He's evaded you for so long, like, it's not happening. So I'm going to go save the day myself because I've caused all of this. I've let this guy continue to do all of this. Ryder kills the deputies and leaps through Jim's windshield as the bus crashes, like threatening to kill him pretty much. Jim slams on his brakes, sending Ryder through the windshield and onto the road. So obviously, Ryder's like laying there. Ryder challenges Jim to run him over, which he does, but he doesn't kill him. When Jim leaves his car to look at Ryder's body, Ryder jumps up, but Jim shoots him repeatedly with a shotgun, finally killing him, ending it once and for all. Jim leans against Estridge's car in a daze and smokes a cigarette as the sun sets. He's like, wow, I just killed this guy. Like, he's in disbelief, kind of. We're going to talk about the critical response. 62% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6 out of 10. Its journey is never quite as revelatory as it could be, but the Hitcher stands as a white-knuckle vision of horror bolstered by Rutger Hauer's menacing performances. I mean, that's one of the greatest performances out of a horror villain because you usually don't get it. You usually get too much of a stone-cold performance out of a guy like, think about it. Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, guys like that, they can't really display their acting skills. And here, Hauer takes full opportunity. 3.2 out of 10 on Metacritic. Wow, unfavorable reviews. People do not like this movie, guys. No stars by Roger Ebert. The identification of the film's hero with the killer is hollow because the killer has no backstory or even a motive. That makes the movie better. He's doing this for no reason. Like, that makes the movie better. The film, 0 stars by Gene Siskel. It's a nauseating thriller, a thinly veiled but more gruesome ripoff of Steven Spielberg's Duel, which I haven't seen that movie, so I don't really care about that comment. For the New York Times, some people say the film lacked intensity, originality. I think it was very intense. Mr. Harmon, making his feature debut, displays a much surer hand for action than for character, though even some of the action footage here looks meaninglessly overblown. Some people called it a highly unimaginative slasher with a script that has many holes. I really like this. I really like the messages going on in it. I don't know about these people, but a lot of people don't like it. Some people say the script by Eric Red is laconic in a dull way, which much Kane but hardly able, and Harmon and his cinematographer John Seal have shot the movie in such brown murk you can hardly make anything out. No, I can make everything out in this movie. By the end, you're willing to forgive Ryder his worst if someone would just change the light bulb. My God, that's brutal. Some people said the film was a slasher movie about gay panic. A nasty piece of homophobic angst for the age of AIDS. Like, that's actually a review for this movie. Some people, some people thought it was a good movie. Some people called it an odyssey of horror and suspense that's as tightly wound as a garrote and as beautifully designed as a guillotine. 2.5 out of 4 stars by Leonard Maltin. His most frequently used rating on movies, though, so it's an average movie on his part. The film's violence was being genuinely grisly and unappealing. There's not any fucking violence. They blocked it out on purpose. The film wasn't without interest. The sadistic nature of the film's violence in general and Nash's death was seen as gruesome, even though they didn't show it. Again, the film's commercial failure was because of a lack of violence, and that Nash's death should have been shown. Like, yeah, that is true too. They should have shown the death to get more views, I guess. There's other go on the movie, other killings, but this is the main one. It's the motivation for the hero. You can't show all the killings we showed and then not show the main one. It's cheating the audience, I guess. So he didn't like that they didn't show it. That was interesting. Critics misunderstood the film. I agree. It is an allegory in which a writer represents evil. People, you could see that the film was meant as an allegory, not a documentary, obviously. But on its own terms, this movie is deceased and corrupt. People feel like it would have been admired more if it had found the courage to acknowledge the real relationship it was portraying between Howell and Rudger. But no, it prefers to disguise itself as a violent thriller, and on that level, it's reprehensible. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Sorry if I'm a little quiet. I have respect for other people, so leave a like, comment, and subscribe. GZTV, I am out. Have a good rest of your day. Time for